My name is Marissa Polnaro. I'm a Master's in International Affairs candidate.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Dos Reis Stephanopoulos. I'm an MIA student, second year.
Alexandra and I are on a team of SEPA students that are analyzing the level of political participation of internally displaced persons in the country of Georgia. We're particularly focusing on women and analyzing how they can promote their voices in Georgia and promote more inclusive governance.
We were there for about 10 days, so almost every day we had 3 to 4 interviews. We also had the opportunity to attend an IDP conference for 3 days, and we also held 2 focus groups with 2 different groups of IDP women.
Our meeting with Deputy Chairwoman Rushdin Karabashvili of the Georgian Parliament was really rich in just insight on these issues.
We wanted to speak to her as a woman leader of Georgia, and she was very open. She was telling us about her family history and what it was like growing up, and her dream for living in a free country and being successful as a woman. And
Rushdin Karabashvili is the most powerful woman in Parliament. She's the deputy chairperson but there are 6 other women in Parliament, which is a very small representation of women's views within Parliament. And so a lot of the people we met with really encouraged just efforts to have more women in Parliament.
My goal would definitely be to come up or to develop with my team and with the people that we meet some really practical, really concrete recommendations that will do actual good. I want something that can be useful to our client and to other community members in Georgia, so that women's representation improves or is on the way to being improved.
Georgia's facing elections in the upcoming year, so this is an important time to be talking about these issues and promoting more inclusive governance.
I'm Nicole Stubbs. I'm a second-year student at SEPA. My concentration is economic and political development. And in addition to my coursework, I'm also co-founder and CEO of First Access, which is a business I started last summer. And for our workshop project, we actually have a team of 4 SEPA students, including myself, and we went to Tanzania to help organize the pilot for this company. So what we are doing is trying to reduce the cost of borrowing and lending capital in informal markets where people traditionally have no formal financial records that can sort of reliably show what they own or what they can earn. We made a huge deal of progress, and I think everybody enjoyed it a lot. So we met lots of people, we met with government officials, we found a local office space that's in the Commission for Science and Technology, which is partially funded by the Tanzanian government, the World Bank, and Vodacom, which is the largest mobile provider in Tanzania. So we're going to be based in their incubator, and just made a lot of other exciting connections with startups that are doing very cool things in the tech sort of mobile space in Tanzania, which is a very new development there. So it's great to be part of that.
I'm Corinne Lanning. I'm actually a dual degree student, so MIA and PH. So we are the Nepal workshop team, and the project that we'll be working on is assessing healthcare access for Dalits, a marginalized population within Nepal. They're the lowest caste members. When we first started this, we were told that there was no literature or understanding around healthcare access for this population, particular to Nepal. There's a lot of literature on it in India, and there's been a lot of work around it, but in Nepal there hasn't been much. So we kind of understood the project to be, okay, moving forward we need to understand what's actually happening on the ground, what the baseline is. So taking that and then applying it to, they're also in this really unique set of circumstances right now where they're designing their constitution. So it's kind of a ripe moment to be bringing these issues out and saying this is what's happening on the ground and how can that influence the policy that's happening in the country. I think we have particular deliverables that we plan on giving the client, whether that's policy recommendations or next steps or partnerships that they should be pursuing that'll best equip them for these issues. But I think also, or at least for me personally, it's such a complex issue. There are so many different social constraints and circumstances and historical discriminations that are compounded within this one particular population. So kind of pulling that out or understanding is I think Vivek eloquently put in the very beginning, this nexus of discrimination, I think is huge. And as a human rights organization, which is the agency we're working for, being able to capture that and understand that in many different sectors and be able to apply that to policy